Good evening, afternoon, everyone. Ready for our fourth game of the weekend with 2011 Nelson Penguins Elite. We'll be taking on the Swords of Cincinnati. And we have both officials on. Looks like we're a go. We're going to start off with Siegel, Lohr, and Goldberg with Ladigan and Foligno as your D pairing. And Swords win the faceoff. They're pressured. They outlet and hits the official skate. Goldberg takes it. Dumps it in, and Siegel's going to go chase. Now chipped off the half wall, and back they come. Swords dump it in. They're going to go to work down low. Ladigan chases. He gets there first, does battle, chips it off of another Swords player, throws it to Siegel, and Siegel outs it to Lohr. Stepped up on, Lohr goes back to Siegel, goes past him, and now Ladigan has it. He turns, chips it up the half wall. They throw it to the wing, or center, excuse me. It's missed, but Siegel continues to push forward. Now Foligno does. And outlet it over to the side. Shot coming. That's knocked aside by Brushett. Foligno chips it around. And the Sword center. Goldberg throws it up to Lohr. And offsides are the Swords. Lucky for the Penguins, they were mid-line change. Could have had trouble, but Swords offsides. All right, and we drop the puck. We have Vickers, Armstrong, and Schaefer on. Swords take that one back into their own zone, throw it up the half wall. Hits off a skate, and Penguins pressure. Out. Held on to, cycled back by the Pens. Zachi throws it up to Vickers, and it goes over to Armstrong. Armstrong cuts to the middle, looks, shot, save, and held by the Swords goaltender. Any off-color commentary, that would be my man Rick Goldberg running the camera, who just wants to have his voice heard. That's all we really want in life. Everybody just wants to be heard. And puck chipped down, taken by Schaefer. He cuts the middle, still has possession, now cuts around Vickers, and they come back. Dixon steps up, knocks it back down, and Armstrong's going to go chase. He gathers, looks, tries to turn around, and taken away by the Swords. They chip it up the wall. Vickers with the pressure. Now it goes to Schaefer. Schaefer cuts back, hits it off the skate of Armstrong, and back on the Swords now. Dixon drives the player wide. They try to push in. Nice play by Dixon to ride the man into the corner. And Vickers comes over to help out now. Dixon takes it. He looks, throws it up the wall to Bowen. Just past him. Going to be far enough for icing. It is. And we have a face-off with 12:53 to go, first period. Schweitzer, Baru, Bowen with Ladigan and Kumnick will be your five. Schweitzer steps in, wins that one off the official, gathers it in himself, cycles it back to Ladigan. And Ladigan goes, dumps it up to Bowen, stepped up on by the defenseman there. He still does battle against three Swords. He's able to get it out, and the Swords go wide with it, though. They drive wide, challenged by Kumnick, followed on by Baru. And puck's tied up on the wall. Kumnick takes it. He's going to rim it around, and Ladigan and Bowen both come over. Bowen comes over. Now Ladigan takes it. Passes just behind Schweitzer. And Baru drives. He goes wide. Schweitzer goes into the corner, looks, throws it back to the center, taken away by the Swords. Comes up high. Bowen gathers on. It's knocked off his stick. He throws it over to Ladigan, who then circles around and looks. Ladigan's bumped off the puck. Foligno takes it, and they dump it in. Forwards are going to go get a change, as are the D, so there's nobody on the ice currently. Swords outlet, and Foligno comes over to challenge. Nice takeaway there. Goes behind the net with speed. Swords player blows a tire, and Foligno continues on. Throws it over to Lohr, just past his stick. He has wheels. Could he get there? He does. Siegel goes to the net. Lohr pass. Backhand shot off the side of the net. Centering pass. Nope. Dumps it behind. And rimmed around. Swords hit the empty man on the weak side. and have 3 players chase them. And now it goes down to Foligno. Nice play by Goldberg. Step up on the point, chip it past. If you have any complaints with the camera work, please send it to rickgoldbergisnotmydad.com. Pass, backhand shot, score! Siegel feeds Goldberg on the back door for a beautiful, beautiful play. I've been begged all year to call Siegel a couple names by his dad, and I refuse to do it still, but we did have a connection there between the two boys. Now we'll have Vickers, Schaefer, and Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong, sorry. And I'm getting distracted here, sorry. So Armstrong takes the puck and goes outside in, dumps it down. Vickers with the head of steam, pressures, and the Swords gather. They throw it back to center. Schaefer comes back, he'll gather it on. Dixon, Foligno are your D pairing. And Schaefer goes cross-ice to Armstrong. Armstrong comes down in. Swords are aggressive at the blue line, pinching in. Sides are the Penguins. And dumped in by Armstrong. And Vickers down. Now up to the point to Zachy. He takes his space. Shot. Low. Just cleared aside by the Swords goaltender. Into the corner it goes. Vickers centering pass. Misses Schaefer, but Kumnik stands up. Throws it back down to Vickers. Jumps over his stick. Now Schaefer goes and gathers on. He centers it just through everybody. Now Kumnik gathers on. And over to Zachy. Chip past his stick. Kumnik's going to try to come from the other end. Looks to have caught the player. Does. Nice defensive play there to knock the puck into the corner. And knocked up the half wall. Armstrong chips it past one. Vickers now does battle. And Zachy comes in. He throws it back up. And Swords were changing behind the play. And it goes to their player who had just come on. Stepped up on by Schaefer, dumped around to Kumnik. Kumnik bounces it around to Zachy, and back to Kumnik. So the Swords have a very very specific forecheck they do to try to block the Penguins. The Penguins finding success though, reversing direction, score, no, save made. Wow, Armstrong tried to go hard to the net. Puck went to Schweitzer, who shot it, wasn't able to bury it though. Beautiful save by the goaltender of the Swords. 9:10 to go. All right. Schweitzer steps in, goes to the half wall. Baru pinches, and Bowen comes in. Now Schweitzer comes down. Schweitzer continues to back check. Player runs into the official, it looked like. And Schweitzer gets it, now goes to Bowen, and back come the Swords. Swords drive wide, push there by Lanigan, rimming around now. Foligno's going to chase, and puck knocked to Schweitzer. He goes inside out, goes to Lanigan. Lanigan switches direction, and comes up with speed. Tries to chip it around, gets it out, taken by the Swords, and thrown back in. Foligno uses his hand, knocks it up, guards the puck, and drives. Dumps it. He's going to go chase. And Foligno goes with a nice little spin move. Leaves both players in the dust with the Sword. Centering pass. Both players were on the back door, not up front. Foligno takes it again, though. That shot knocked away. And Lanigan comes over. He'll hold it, chip it down, and back come the Swords. Swords are going to dump it down. That goes behind the net. They win that race, though. Shot. That's cleared aside by Brushett. Knocked into the corner. And 3-on-3. Baru gets the puck. Outlets it up to the middle. And he's going to throw it back to center red. Just misses Siegel. Onside are the Swords. They throw it up the ice. And Goldberg's going to give a run. Gets into it. Tries to center for Siegel. Hits him. Goes to the net. Save and held by the Swords goaltender. Line of Siegel and Goldberg seem to be, and Lohr seem to be finding success, driving wide or behind the net and just winning the race to get there. All right, Siegel, Lohr, Goldberg, and Dixon, Zachi. Puck's taken away or tipped by Dixon. Goes into Zachi. He's going to come up, dump it to Goldberg. Goldberg's met immediately at the blue line. Pens push it forward, and Siegel trying to backhand pass to Goldberg, taken away by a trailing winger, and that puck takes a weird hop off the glass and goes all the way back into the Penguins' zone. Pass there by Dixon. Swords just pinching on the wall, and he threw it 4 feet off the wall to the winger who was standing right there with an easy outlet. Attempted shot blocked by Zachi. He has the puck, looks, just tries to chip it up, still not able to get up. Now he does, and Siegel has it. Cuts wide, continues to go with it, and taken away by the Swords. They go up the wall, and now the Penguins have possession. Now it's anybody's puck. Thrown to the point, held by Dixon. Nope, not held. Kicked out, and he will regroup. Looks, goes to Goldberg in the middle, and Goldberg drives wide. Pulls up, looks, tries to make an outlet to Dixon, now does. Dixon goes to Zachi. Zachi with room, shot. That hits the defenseman in front. Gathered by Vickers, shot to the net, rebound cleared to the side. And chipped back up to center red. Swords are going to dump it from behind the line. Called, not icing though. And Zachi takes it and chips it up off the wall again, this time to Schaefer. Schaefer outlets to Armstrong, stuck in his skates, and he's off. Here we go, 2-on-1. Armstrong, shot, save, rebound, saved again, rebound again, still out to the point to Kumnik, shot, blocked, and still fight for it. They throw it off the wall. Ladigan comes down. Another shot in front. Pens are buzzing like bees around a hive right now, to use a Mike Langism, but they are really flying around. Just not able to bury the puck currently. That puck goes high off the helmets, and it's going to be icing. It is. We've got 5:08 to go, first period. Say hi down there to everybody in City TV land. Thanks. All right, so step in, draw one, back to Schaefer. Schaefer goes to Kumnik. Kumnik goes cross corner where Armstrong comes down. Swords are able to get the puck and throw it back to center red. Pens dump it in again, and they're going to go hard and chase. Swords gather it. Trying to chip it up the wall. Armstrong there, takes it away. Goes over to Schaefer. Now it goes to Ladigan. And chipped back to Foligno at center red. Foligno takes pressure, looks. Throws it off the wall, up to Vickers. Vickers and Schaefer cut off. Pass to Armstrong, just past his stick. Armstrong chips it, and up the wall goes. Foligno's going to hold. Walks the walk, takes a shot. That goes just wide. And in comes Dixon. Armstrong gets buried in front, still down from getting hit. And it comes up the half wall. They chip it around Foligno. Foligno continues to drive. Swords player from across the ice comes together. Foligno catches back up, pushes the player to the corner. Pass, centering pass, goes by everybody. Bowen comes down, throws it up to Baru, stepped up on nicely by the Swords. And in they come. Foligno drives wide, shot, gloved, and held by Brushett. .349 to go first period. Schweitzer, Baru, Bowen, Dixon, and Foligno are your five. Foligno under pressure behind the net, beats the first man, and isn't able to get it past the second. He comes back. Schweitzer comes down. Puck's chipped up the center, and it goes to Schweitzer. Schweitzer carries, drives wide to the right, beats the man, toe drag, still has it, gets tripped, and the Penguins are going to go to the power play. Schweitzer wins that one to the half wall. Bowen goes to the point to Zachi. Zachi looks, goes over to Kumnik. Kumnik goes down to Baru. Baru goes up to Kumnik, and Kumnik turns. Goes down to Baru. Goes up high to Schweitzer. That's taken away. Back on the Swords. That's shot into Kumnik. And we're going to have a whistle. Puck gets stuck in the jersey of Kumnik. All right, Siegel, Lohr, and Goldberg. That puck shot knocked to the corner by Brushett. Sent up and back. Icing coming against the Penguins. And we'll get another face-off with 2:48 to go. Penguins are on the power play for another 53 seconds. Siegel wins that one back to Kumnik. Kumnik rims it around to Lohr. Lohr gathers on. And it's dumped back in. Pens throw it up, get it out of the zone, but Swords keep possession. They're offsides. Not called. Not called again. And Pens go cross ice. Goldberg gets the puck out of the air. Hits the Siegel. Siegel's in clean from everybody. Shot. Save. And held. Covered by the Swords goaltender. Looks to be very strong today. Move over. I'm sorry, I'm like pushing you away. There's Armstrong, Schaefer with Lanigan and Foligno. Armstrong chips it to Vickers on the half wall. Vickers met with resistance. Armstrong comes down and challenges, gathers the puck. Looks, center to Schaefer. That's knocked away. Rebound, shot by Vickers. That's knocked into the corner. Scored's goaltender didn't have to move there because his glove was just in position. I don't know that he ever saw the shot. Vickers tried to go up and over it, and unfortunately it hit the glove because he was in so tight. .155 remaining first period. Won by Vickers over to the corner, over the half wall, excuse me. Armstrong there. And puck underneath the Swords player. Armstrong digs it out. He takes a bump. And still fights for it. Armstrong tries to chip it around again. Gets in there, and Vickers and Armstrong continue to battle against two Swords players. Both Swords players and Armstrong are on the ice. Armstrong just got punched with an elbow, or knocked with an elbow backwards there. And the Swords continue on. They gather the puck, back they come to center red. Foligno steps up, drive wide, pushed into the corner. Vickers comes down. Puck in front, shot, saved and held by Brushett. Took a weird hop coming out from behind the net and was covered and held by the Penguins goaltender. 1:11 to go. Bowen, Vickers, Baru, Ladigan, and Foligno. Foligno knocks up to Schweitzer on the wall. Schweitzer goes wide to Bowen. Chipped back in off sides, and we'll have a whistle.
Skate.
And dumped in by the Swords. Foligno goes back together, has one coming from the opposite side. Nice move to get inside, and knocks it up. Bowen takes a shot at center ice. Continues forward, though. Baru stays onside. Oh, thought he was onside there. Just off. And with 46 seconds, puck will be at center ice. Face-off will be at center ice. Schweitzer wins that one. Goes to Zachi. Zachi goes up to Bowen, but stepped up on by the defenseman yet again. Swords defensemen are very active and aggressive with coming up there. And now Bowen does battle. Now the Swords dump it down to Dixon. He does battle. Hard stick, hard on the puck there, and go to Schweitzer. Schweitzer's immediately met with resistance. Swords don't come in. Now Bowen comes cross ice to challenge. Zachi steps up, and takes that away. And he throws up to Schweitzer. Schweitzer tries to drive wide, knocked in by the Swords, and called offsides. So Penguins had a chance there, but called offsides was by the Swords knocking into their own defensive zone. Unfortunate break for the Penguins there. Siegel, Lohr, Goldberg. Come on. And Dixon and Zachi are your D pairings. Siegel wins that one. Taken to Zachi. Goes past him. Back on the Swords. 6 seconds remaining. The drive wide. Centering pass. Pushed to the side by Brushett. And that'll do it for first period action. We'll join you back here momentarily for second period action. All right. Welcome back to second period action. And Siegel, Goldberg, and Lohr out there with Kumnick and Ladigan. Kumnick dumps it. He's going to challenge. Drives wide. Looks. Centering pass. Clears through everybody, and the Swords are going to gather on. Back they come. Covered by Lohr. Puck goes to Ladigan. He goes inside out. And chips it up the wall to Goldberg. Now Goldberg chips it to Siegel. Siegel drives wide with it, looks, head up, drives, continues to go now behind the net. Goes to the point to Kumnick. Kumnick shot. That's deflected into the Swords. Rebound. Save made. Beautiful save. The Swords goaltender there. That one's won by Cincinnati. They throw it up the half wall on the glass. Blocked by Goldberg. Now that one's going to be iced. No icing, somehow. Apparently we want to get this game over with because I'm not sure how that was not icing. Took it from below the hash mark and just whipped it down the ice. Now Swords have it down deep. Challenged by Ladigan. They go up high on the nice play by Goldberg. Comes over, takes away, continues with possession. Now he comes back one-on-one. Drives wide. He's by him. In for the breakaway. Goldberg looks. Shot. Save made. Kind of ran out of real estate by the time he decided to make a move and wasn't able to get quite the elevation he was looking for. But beautiful individual play there by Goldberg to stop a shot at the hash or the circle and come down and beat a man one-on-one to get a breakaway. Vickers, Armstrong, Schaefer with Foligno and Dixon. Won by the Swords. They're going to go up the wall and back they come. Vickers with a nice forecheck. Pushes the player wide. Foligno takes it, throws it up to Armstrong. And Armstrong drives wide. Oh, loses the puck, and the Swords take possession. Shot. That's off the net. And down low is Vickers and Dixon. They both work. Dixon throws the puck off the wall yet again to Schaefer. Schaefer hits Armstrong. Armstrong with speed, also driving wide. Has a look. Shot. Just zips it wide of the net. And Dixon comes down. Knocks it down to Schaefer. Schaefer drives wide. Centering pass just past the stick of Armstrong. And Foligno challenges. Swords get it, chip it back to center, and taken by Foligno. Foligno throws it to the point to Armstrong, met by a defenseman who actively steps up again. And now gathered on by Vickers, who throws it. Gets rubbed out of the play, though, interfered with, and isn't able to get to the puck. Swords are going to go back down to their own zone, throw it up to the half wall, gathered by Armstrong, and taken away by the Swords. Swords drive wide, 1-on-2. Foligno pushes wide, continues to push the player wide. And now Vickers comes down and help. And puck's rimmed around to the half wall. Armstrong's going to come down, so it's the defenseman. And can't see the puck on the wall, but there's a pile-up. Swords look to have it and go down to the slot with a beautiful feed that's not caught. And Dixon over. He takes that puck away. Has his head up, looks to chip it off the wall, doesn't get it past though, and the Swords come back now 2-on-1. Dixon's interfered with by one of the players, not able to get back. Now Armstrong with a nice back check, overtakes the Swords player. The puck goes innocently into the corner. High centering pass, just missed by the Swords player. And back to center red. The Swords are going to chip it down. And Foligno takes it. Foligno chips it up off the wall, held in at the point, and thrown wide. They do work on the wall. Schweitzer gets it, comes out. Still has it. He has Baru and Bowen in front of him, continues to take it, drives center, goes wide, drops the defenseman. And back check nicely, though, by the center. Kicks it over to the corner. Now Bowen's going to go. And up to the point to Kumnik. That shot gets blocked, and the Swords are going to dump it and chase. Or dump it and change. And taken by Zachi. Swords overtake there, and centering pass, shot. Saved and held by Brushett on a beautiful play there. .43 to go, second period. Puck won by the Penguins, rimmed around. Lohr's going to gather on, and it goes to the point. Shot. That's knocked to the corner by Brushett. And Kumnik jumps it up to Goldberg. And taken away by the Swords again, though. There, shot blocked by Kumnik. Kept to the outside. and pins the man to the board. Swords gather. Goldberg steps down. They go around him. Now Siegel challenges. Shot. That's blocked aside. And thrown up the half wall. There's the shot there. Knocked into the corner. And taken by Zachi. Thrown up and stepped up again is the defenseman. And thrown up to Goldberg. Now Goldberg gets tripped. Back official has it. The one that happened right in front of him didn't raise his arm, but the back official did. And the Penguins will go on the power play with 9:52 to go. Second period. All right, Siegel steps in. One over to Lohr. Lohr chips it around behind the net. And gathered by Siegel. Siegel goes high to Ladigan. Ladigan goes back down to Siegel. And Siegel dances. Him and Ladigan change positions. He goes down to Ladigan. Ladigan looks. He's going to spin around. And still has it. Goes up to Siegel now. And Siegel goes behind the net. So the Pens keeping a lot of possession on the outside, not breaking that zone down. There we go. Siegel gets one in. No rebound and high up off the glass. Cleared down. And a perfectly touched play to not be icing. There's a little touch pass to Goldberg. Drives wide, looks. Still has it. Goes backhand pass to, behind the back pass to Vickers. Vickers goes down to the corner. Centering pass, knocked aside. Shot. Puck's free. Still free. Foligno, shot, save made again. Foligno goes high to Ladigan. Ladigan looks, challenged, now he goes to Schaefer. Schaefer looks, shot, gloved, no rebound. Rebound, yes, still fought for. Vickers gets dumped in front of the net. Now it goes high to Ladigan. We've got 14 seconds to go in the penalty. And taken by Vickers. Vickers has it. Centering pass. That's cleared back. In behind the net now. They throw it up and just miss him. Now they hit him. And can Ladigan get there? He does. Cleared aside by Brushett. Pens almost got caught there. And it goes to Armstrong. Armstrong has Bowen. Gets it to him. Not able to catch it clean. And Ladigan steps up. Now it's down behind to Foligno. Foligno looks. He goes around. It goes to Bowen. Bowen takes it, chips it off, and held at the point. Dumped back down, gathered by Foligno. Foligno goes wide, back to center red. It goes past the D-man. Vickers not able to get there. Almost had a home run pass. Pens are stay on side, never goes into the zone. And they drive wide and dump. Down to Ladigan. Ladigan throws it up the half wall, taken by the Swords. Taken away by Foligno. Foligno looks to go. Armstrong in a race. Gets there first. Comes in, shot. Knob of the stick and into the corner. Taken away, the Swords. Look out, 2-on-1. Back they come. Zachi takes the shot. Shot, rebound, save, score. Swords come in, 2-on-2. Drive wide, stopped by Zachi. And into the corner. Nobody follows, though. Schweitzer comes down, back out of the corner. Shot, score. And we've got Siegel, Goldberg, and Lohr. Siegel gathers the puck, drives wide, shot off the side of the net. And Siegel followed on, throws it to the point. Kumnick's going to step up and chip it back down. Goldberg's going to go get it. He does. Goes to Siegel. And Goldberg and Siegel do battle. Kicks over the stick, and Kumnick comes over to challenge. And puck goes forward. Into the corner it goes. Siegel follows through, and it's thrown around. And Lohr takes it. And throws it to the point, held, shot, blocked, and into the corner it goes. And thrown back to center. Goldberg with the pressure. Player blows a tire. Goldberg has it. Has a Siegel in front. Can he get it there? Does. Shot. Save made. What a beautiful save by the Swords goaltender. About his fourth sliding across. Stone cold save against the Penguins. And Swords are offside. With 5:12 to go, second period. So we've got Schweitzer, Schaefer, and Armstrong. Lino and Dixon. Puck loose in front. And thrown up to Armstrong. Armstrong goes wide, tries to go to Schaefer, and it hit the defenseman. Foligno challenges, continues to go, goes inside out, still driving, gets dumped. And Swords try to go cross ice. That's knocked away by Armstrong, and the defenseman will gather on. Challenges 1-on-3. Drives wide, gets shot blocked, but knocks it into the corner. Centering pass, clears everybody. Schaefer knocks it down. There's a penalty coming now against the Swords. Armstrong drives wide, sauces it for Schweitzer. Schweitzer looks, shot, rebound, sits. And we get a whistle now with 4:21 to go. Swords are going to be guilty of a trip. Schweitzer, that one won by the Swords. Rimmed around. Dixon comes down to challenge, holds it in, and throws it back down into the corner. Bowen comes down. Schweitzer comes up high. He holds it in and tries to go back to Dixon. Swords are going to dump the puck and go chase. And behind brush it. And Foligno comes around. And they try to come out and rim it around. Puck goes to Bowen. Off his stick, challenged by the Swords and dumped back in. Penguins need to stop throwing the puck right to the points where the defensemen are and start going in the middle of the ice. There we go. There's a cross-ice pass. Goes to Bowen. Bowen looks. Tries to get it up to Schweitzer. Does. Schweitzer and Baru come in 2-on-1. Schweitzer with a wraparound pass to Baru. Shot. Save made. Rebound. And we'll get a whistle. Goldberg, Lohr, Zachi, or Siegel, Zachi, and Kumnick. Sorry, I was looking at Luka whenever I went to say Coop's name. Puck dropped down into Siegel. Siegel behind the net, looks, stalks his prey, holds it, goes to Zachy high. Zachy comes out, shot, that gets blocked. Zachy recovers, throws the puck up to Kumnik. Offsides, not called, shot, rebound, knocked aside. And fed to center. Pens really need to get the puck up a little bit in the air against these Swords defensemen who just want to keep flying at them to be able to take advantage of them cheating in and being ultra aggressive from the backside. Centering pass, taken away by the Swords. And penalty over. They outlet the puck up. Pull up, shot, gloved and held by Brushet. Got 2:38 to go, second period. Vickers, Armstrong, Schaefer with Foligno and Ladigan. Schaefer challenges. Swords with an opportunity, backhand, rebound, held. There is no rebound. Won cleanly by the Swords. Shot on Brushet up into the netting. We'll get another face-off. And puck taken by the Penguins. Foligno chips it up, and the Swords will take it at center. They rim it up the boards and come with speed. Offsides are the Swords. 2:10 to go, second period. Puck goes into the Penguin zone. Foligno takes it, goes up to Vickers. He turns the middle, but is immediately met by a player of the Swords. Shot, that goes high and wide. And up to Armstrong. Armstrong has puck center red. Goes wide, flips it in, and Vickers will go chase. And Schaefer goes. They go up the half wall, and back out come the Swords. Cross ice pass. And Foligno's back. One-on-one, try to go between the legs. Dino says no. And then they rim it around to Ladigan. Ladigan changes direction. Comes up, chips it off the wall to Armstrong. And Armstrong goes outside in. Cross ice to Schaefer. And Schaefer will spin. He'll do a little spinorama, cut inside, dump it down low for Armstrong. Armstrong has it now. Vickers comes over. It goes to Bowen. And Bowen's met with resistance. Now the Swords take it and chip it around. Armstrong. And Bowen comes over and goes up the half wall. They center it and back on the Swords now. Stepped up on nicely by Dixon. The puck gets knocked off his stick back into the Penguin zone. And Zachy has it. Throws it up to center red. And dumped back in. Swords have it. Cut across the middle. Shot. That misses the net. 40 seconds to go. Second period. Swords try to go up high. And now we're in the corner. It goes to Baru. Baru chips it up for Schweitzer. Taken away by the Swords, though. Bowen challenges. Shot. Drops in front. And whistle. Official thought the goaltender had the puck. And we get a whistle with 27 seconds to go in the second period. And puck knocked behind the net. Schweitzer does. And Swords go up high. Baru comes down and take that shot away. And taken by Schweitzer. Now the Swords. Puck continues to just ping pong around. And now back into the corner. Swords on the half wall. Shot high over the net. High stick on the play. Puck goes all the way down. With 1.2 to go. High stick. They called a high stick on them. All right, so with a 1.2 to go, the Penguins are going to pull their goaltender and try to get one. And it goes into the corner, and that'll do it. All right, we'll join you back here momentarily for third period action. Welcome back. Third period action. Goldberg, Lohr, and Siegel are on the ice with Dixon and Zachy. Shot knocked aside there by Brushett. Taken by Siegel. Now by Zachy. He's going to rip it up hard. Goes to Lohr. And Lohr's going to cut to middle. Now he drives wide. Continues to drive wide. Into the corner it goes. Siegel takes it. And works down low. Thrown up to Dixon. Dixon looks. Shot. That hits Goldberg and just goes wide. And back to the blue line. Two Swords players bump into each other. Outlet to Lohr. Lohr drives wide, chips it to Siegel. Nice little bump there. Siegel shot and kicked away. Thrown up to the center of the ice, knocked past Kumnik. In come the Swords with speed. Kumnik, nice stick there to overtake, and puck goes into the corner. Vickers down low. Goes up to Goldberg and goes back to Vickers. And puck knocked into the Penguin zone, taken by Ladigan. Goes wide over to Vickers. And taken away. In come the Swords. Shot. Gloved. Cleared off to the side. And Ladigan now goes cross ice to Schaefer. Stepped up on nicely by the ever active defenseman of the Swords. Puck comes around. Schaefer cross ice to Armstrong. Cuts in the middle. Almost. Just wasn't able to keep it on his stick. Beautiful move. Now Vickers comes down, takes the puck away from the Swords, dumps it down to Schaefer. Schaefer tries to center, goes through everybody, and it's a race. Russia takes it, throws it off to the side to Foligno, gets out of the zone, and now the Swords will go to center ice. Center of the ice, the blue line, they go wide again. Kumnik steps down, shot off the side of the net. Vickers takes it, rims it around, and Armstrong's over. Holds it in, doesn't hold it in, chips it out, goes up to Schaefer, and just not able to keep possession, taken away by the Swords. Held in, chipped in by Schaefer now, 2-on-1. Armstrong drives wide. Schaefer, look, shot, pass just behind Schaefer. And look out, here come the Swords now. Vickers with a great back check to get back. Takes the puck carrier, drives him wide. Puck dumped though, and they come now 2-on-1. Shot, save, and held by Brushett. $12:15 to go. Schweitzer, Bowen, Baru, and take Foligno and Dixon. Foligno chips it up the wall, taken by Bowen, chips it past. Now Schweitzer gathers on, throws it back to center to Baru, and Schweitzer still does battle. Baru takes it. Now Bowen has it. Drives wide. Now Schweitzer takes it. Shot over the net. Baru has it, looks, tries to go down low to Schweitzer, and they get it back to center red. And 2-on-2. And on Brushett and covered and held, we'll get a face-off with 11:39 to go. So the Swords, first one's on the puck. Behind the net, taken out by Foligno and Schweitzer there. Chipped around to Schweitzer. And up to Bowen. Bowen has it, goes wide to Baru. Baru chips it past, he's in clean. Breakaway, shot, move, score! Grayson Baru will tie the game at 2. And puck chip back to center red. I'm sorry, we've got Siegel, Lohr, Goldberg with Kumnik and Zachi. Centering pass knocked wide. Siegel down low. And out come the Swords. Shot. That goes wide. Swords in behind again come down. Goldberg steps over. It hits the official. Zachi takes it. Chips it up to Goldberg. Not able to get it up. And now Siegel has it. Siegel throws it between the legs of Lohr. Isn't able to catch the pass. And one official called icing, the other one waved it off. And Zachi takes it. Now Goldberg takes it. Thrown up and taken by Lohr. And to Siegel. Siegel, slash, save, rebound, score! With the crash to the net, rebound, score. Finding success with the defenseman pinching in. And are able to just beat them to the net. Beautiful play there by the Penguins. Vickers, Schaefer, Armstrong. Armstrong has it, taken away by the Swords. Now Vickers follows on, and Swords keep possession. They outlet it, drive wide. Kumnik pushes. Trying to turn around, spin around, taken away, and goes to Armstrong. Armstrong, Schaefer, Vickers come down. Armstrong drives wide. Shot, rebound, kicked over to the corner. And taken away, knocked back by Vickers. And he does it again. Schaefer, Vickers come in. Vickers looks, drives wide, pass to Schaefer, deflection, shot, save, rebound. Penguins Penguins just absolutely pouring it on right now. 9:47 to go, third period. They're absolutely throwing the house at them. Kind of surprised the Swords haven't taken a timeout. But we're going to continue. And puck's won over to the corner by Schweitzer. Swords get it, though. Dump it in. And taken by Ladigan. Ladigan goes up the wall. Stopped by the Swords. Bowen pressures. Now Schweitzer gets it. He gets tripped. No call. Ladigan steps up and will knock it out of the line. In come the Swords. Baru pressures. And in behind the net it goes. Foligno back to gather on. And centering pass knocked away. It goes to Baru. He throws it up into the bench, and we get a whistle with 9:17 to go. Third period. Won by Schweitzer, taken by Foligno. Met quickly with pressure. Now Schweitzer has it. He cuts the middle, and penalty forthcoming against the Penguins. And the Penguins are going to be shorthanded for 1:30. Get called for a trip. Got Siegel and Goldberg with Foligno and Ladigan. Siegel takes a bump. Puck gets up. Does it get out? It does. Goldberg hard on the puck. They outlet wide. And in come the Swords. Shot. Gloved and held by Brushett. Puck won by the Swords. Cross ice they go to the D. Shot. Off the post and wide. Foligno out. He challenges. Bounces it up to Goldberg. Goldberg looks. Cuts the middle. Chips it up. Siegel comes from the other side. He's going to get there. Siegel takes the shot. Score! Short-handed goal for the Penguins. Not sure if we got that for you or not, but it was a beautiful one. Seeing eye shot from Siegel, just picked it, and the Swords are going to make a goaltender change. So instead of using their timeout, they decided just to change goaltenders. .56 seconds remaining on the penalty for the Penguins, who are now up 5-2. Puck into the corner. Swords go back and gather. They outlet up to the side, and out they come. Back to center red. And Dixon drives player wide, meets him at the boards, takes the puck away, and still has it. Looks, goes up to Lohr. Lohr chips it up, and no icing. It's not going to get there. Armstrong runs to it. Goes behind, kills some clock, just sits over in the corner by himself. Not challenged. Oh! Gets absolutely demolished from behind. And it looks like he's been ejected. No, wait. No, he's going to the box. Never mind. The player himself tried to go to the boards and leave, but called over by the official. So we're still talking, trying to figure out what the call is. Player goes in, single player goes in, not a double, so it must just be a 2-minute minor. Schaefer with Dixon and Zachy. And that one's won back to the point, taken by Dixon. Knocked away. Zachy's going to come over from the other side, knock it down into the corner. And puck goes over into the corner. And taken by the Zachy. He gets knocked down. And the Swords have it. Look out, 2-on-1. Shot blocked aside by Brush into the corner. Centering pass. Lifted stick by Armstrong. And out and offsides are the Swords. All right, so the Penguins are going to have the power play for 1 minute and 2 seconds, won by the Swords. The face-off, we've got Schaefer, Vickers, and Armstrong with Ladigan and Kumnick. Swords are going to chest. They're going to shot, put it in the corner, and go get it. Penguins need to make sure they're moving their feet here and don't give up a shorthanded goal like they got themselves. Schaefer takes possession, throws it up to Vickers, doesn't get it through, though. Swords very aggressive on the penalty kill there. Chipped over to the corner by Ladigan. He throws it up, chips it up again, not out, and still not out. Swords will not let that puck get out. Now Ladigan gathers it, goes inside out, and it goes to Kumnick. Kumnick chicks it up to Schaefer. Now to Vickers. Vickers throws it back to Armstrong. Armstrong with a toe drag, goes to Vickers, shot, save, kicked into the corner. Thrown to the point, and just is going to sleek out. And it goes cross ice to Schaefer. Schaefer dumps it, and in they'll go. Around to the point. Kumnick's going to not be able to get there in time. And back on the Swords. Chip to Vickers. Vickers dumps it, and the Swords try to go D to D. That misses, but hits the winger. Baru comes over, and now it goes back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer circles, looks, throws it cross ice to Baru. Baru tips it forward. Bowen's going to skate into it. Can he get there? Does. Goaltender comes out, knocks it away, though. And back come the Swords. Dixon had been back from a line change. He steps up, knocks the puck away. Shot, that goes off the glove of Brush it and wide. Taken by Schweitzer. Schweitzer throws it up to Bowen. Bowen tries to get the pass over to Baru. Knocked away. Now Dixon follows on. Throws it up to Baru. Onside. Has Schweitzer. Gets it to him. Oh, just in front of him. Centering pass. Shot in by the Swords. Knocked aside by Brushett. And taken by Schweitzer. Schweitzer goes cross ice to Bowen. It kicks off of his stick. And back on the Swords. They dump it in. Held by Brushett. .5:01 to go. Third period. And won by the Penguins. Brushett will take it. Throw it up to the point. The Swords act the defenseman. Pinch down yet again and hold that in. And centering pass taken away by Kumnick. Thrown over. Lohr not able to get there, though. And the Swords center it off of Cooper Siegel's skate and almost into the net. Shot over the net. Beautiful feed by the Swords. Swords team not afraid to get dirty. They will get physical and have. Now Kumnick has it. He's going to push, challenges, drives wide, continues to drive wide, goes, shot, score! So the Swords getting burnt by their defensemen being so active and so aggressive. Penguins are able to get another one. Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong. 4:19 to go, third period. Schaefer chips it around. He goes. He has Armstrong, too. Goes to him. Armstrong tries to cut to the middle. And now centering pass clears everybody. And Penguins defenseman lost an edge. Back come the Swords. Vickers with a hustle. Kumnik comes over. Nice cover up there by the remainder of the team to help out and make sure nothing does. Centering pass for Armstrong. Another defenseman pinched up again and wasn't able to get there. Armstrong shot. Blocker aside. Rebound. Knocked aside again. And back on the Swords, 1-on-2. That shot is going to be held by Brushett. And we're going to face off in the Penguin zone with 3:36 to go. So we have one more weekend of hockey here. We'll be in Johnstown, PA next weekend. And then after that, that'll be the end of the Penguins season, at least the 2011 Nelson season. This puck's thrown down to the half wall. Defenseman way down deep. And Ladigan takes it. So the Pens need to be aware and take advantage. If the Swords are going to pinch, they need to just flip the puck back to center red and run into it. They've done it a couple times. They need to be aware and continue to do so. Not skate it out. Puck outlet to Bowen. Bowen looks. Going to cut wide, and offsides are the Penguins. And Schweitzer wins that one. Goes to the defenseman, though, of the Swords. And back they come. Knocked away and chipped up to Bowen. Bowen tried to throw it to Baru. Though tripping did happen. And the Swords take possession. They're going to ice it. Nope, not far enough for icing. And Ladigan goes behind the net. Throws it up the half wall. Goes past to Baru. Now it goes to Schweitzer. Throws it forward. And Schweitzer on the puck now. Nice spin move there. Taken away, though. Body check. Like he just absolutely threw his face in. And Foligno chips it up. Bowen will go chase. And they throw it right back up. Taken by Dixon, thrown to the half wall. Chipped up for Siegel, just past him. Siegel centers, just past the stick of Goldberg. And they still have possession to the Penguins. Siegel looks, decides to go to the high slot. Zachi, shot, deflected. That doesn't make it to the net. Lauren pursuit. Now down to Siegel. Swords gain possession. Now Siegel gets it back. Now Swords gain possession. They throw it up the wall and back to center red. Swords do gain it. Throw it down just past their winger. Zachi comes over. And now Siegel comes down. He chips it over to Lohr. And shot. That's cleared aside by Brushett. And Zachi takes it. Dumps it down, and Goldberg's going to go chase. 50 seconds remaining. Goldberg gets the puck. It just rolls off his stick. And over comes Vickers. Kupnik takes possession. Rims it around for Ladigan. Now it's going to be for Armstrong. And Armstrong gets it. Try to get it to Vickers. Over to Schaefer. And Vickers down low now. Armstrong not able to keep it. And it goes to Ladigan. Offsides are the Penguins with 9.4 seconds to go. in the third period. And they go cross ice to the short shot. Held and covered by Brushett. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you here again next weekend for what is hopefully just as much fun as this one was.